Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Noelle and I review and unbox subscription boxes here on my channel, and today I am honored to share with you the most recent Artza box which has been sent to me for review. This is a Christian box that is celebrating the artisans and people of Israel, and it does come all the way from Israel, so I have to practice my very non-existent Hebrew sometimes. Of course the box is all in English, but there are a lot of Hebrew words, but it's a very educational box, so it's definitely something that can be enjoyed by the entire family. I believe that the current pricing is $84.99 per quarter, but you can save about $10 per quarter if you go ahead and do an annual subscription. I also have an affiliate link and code for you so that you can save 20%. So it's Noel20, super easy to remember, but that also applies to the annual. So you could be saving quite a bit if you do the annual subscription, which shaves about $10 off per box, plus another 20% off of that. So I think the savings is like 60 something dollars. So really good if you are interested in learning about the culture and people of Israel and supporting those communities that are there. I know this is a non-political space here on my channel, but it is definitely something that I think is important, is to appreciate and support artisans throughout the world. So let's go ahead and see what we've got. This is the Genesis box, which they came up with because I think it goes along with the idea of the beginning of a new year. In the past, they've had boxes that were featuring different areas of Israel and how they played a part in biblical times, and then of course today they've kind of changed up the presentation of the box. Now it's a booklet instead of sort of that placemat and the individual artist cards, but we do still get a lot of artist stories. So let's see, there's usually 8 incredible handcrafted artisanal foods, gifts, scripture, and more to transport you to amazing places. So we even have like a nice little table of contents. Again, very educational. Shalom Artza family, as we step into the new year, we invite you to embark on a journey back to the very beginning with our Genesis box, inspired by the first moments of creation as recounted in the sacred scriptures. This box is a celebration of new beginnings, brimming with items that embody the continuous cycle of renewal and hope. I'm not going to read the entire thing, but it is because it tells us about some of the items inside. Welcome once again to a new beginning with Artza. Together, let's celebrate the beauty of creation and the endless possibilities that each new day holds. So it says, may you find inspiration in the enduring spirit of those who contribute to it, and may their stories kindle a renewed sense of purpose and possibility in your own life. Just as the world was created with words of hope, may this Genesis box inspire your year with blessings of creativity, peace, and renewal, enriching your journey of faith. And then they talk about Bonias, also known as Caesarea Philippi, which is situated at the base of Mount Hermon in the Golan Heights. So there's images. We have more information about that. Tu B'Shavat, which is, did you know that Tu B'Shavat, also often called the Jewish New Year for trees, is a celebration deeply tied to the story of creation in Genesis? I did not know that. Interesting. So, and then the desert and the vision of renewal. The desert in Israel has long been a place of both challenge and inspiration. In biblical times, it was the setting for transformative journeys from the Israelites' 40 years of wandering to moments of divine revelation. Did know that. This is what I was looking for. So centerfold, we have the items in the box, and that's what I'll refer to. And then we do have some of those artist stories. So if I have a moment, I will definitely share with you. So we have from Avi, we have a challah bread topping seasoning. From Gloria and Karina, we have, hazelnut coated in dark chocolate. Yes. From Noah Atias, we have paper art. And then in the back, here we go. We have some Hebrew words and vocabulary and practicing your Hebrew writing. I don't know that I'll get that into my journey. And then we also have, of course, a recipe for challah bread. So something that you can do, again, with the whole family and use some of the contents of the box. So, and they have all kinds of educational things. They definitely have a very active book group as well, which I have to say, as someone who opens the box and reviews it, they have some very engaged affiliates who are wonderful and show up to these Zoom meetings. I usually am unable to attend those, but they record them and I do try to watch them when I can. But I really just love seeing all of the other creators who are really blessed by this box. And so it makes me think, it's just a bigger and bigger concentric circles of people who are blessed by this box, and how appreciative it is and how different elements of it really resonate with different people. Like I said, for me, it's really about all of those artisans and families and some of the great organizations, charitable organizations that are creating some of the products. Like there are ones for women who are survivors of abuse. There are ones where it's mentally challenged or handicapped children. Like, and I love that no matter where they're located in the world. So let's see. It looks like we do have some shred that I'm going to have to kind of brush off of things. Let me see if I can open this box up a little bit better. There we go. So we'll get into it. I think this is our milk chocolate treats. Oh, from De Carina. I think we've gotten something from them before. So let's see if I can find this. Savor the rich, crafted flavors of De Carina chocolate from the Golan Heights, made by artisans overcoming a year of missile fire from Hezbollah. These chocolates symbolize resilience and creativity. So of course, there's, you know, that's just location, unfortunately, is going to be political sometimes. But again, please, let's refrain from that in the comments and just talk about these awesome items. So we do have this little feature about Carina. So it says, De Carina's story began over a century ago with Carina's grandfather Jacob, a European chocolatier whose passion for crafting chocolates was matched only by his entrepreneurial spirit. Forced to flee Europe before World War I, Jacob left behind his beloved chocolate factory and started anew in Argentina, blending European precision with Argentinian flair. Inspired by her grandfather's legacy, Carina brought the family tradition to Israel, founding De Carina in 2006 in the lush green hills of the Golan Heights. This past year, the Golan Heights faced unimaginable challenges. Thousands of missiles rained down, forcing tens of thousands of residents, including Carina and her team, to leave their homes for over a year. Despite the hardship and displacement, De Carina continued to craft its beloved chocolates, pouring love and hope into every creation. For Carina, this year's chocolates carry on an even deeper meaning: gratitude for the support of the Artza family and a chance to share a piece of the Golan's resilience and beauty with you. As you enjoy these treats, know that you are supporting a community that refuses to let adversity define them, bringing sweetness to the world despite the challenges that they face. So whatever your thoughts are, it is nice to know they're like hardworking people. And so any country is limited when they are experiencing turmoil, because they don't have the tourism and they don't have the economic interactions, I suppose, to support small businesses like this. So know that a lot of these artists are really truly blessed by the orders that they get through Artza. So all right, let's see. We have, here is our mixture for challah. So it's a nice big jar of it. So let's see what it says. Our challah mixture topping, a blend of za'atar, thyme, rosemary, and other Israeli herbs, adds a delicious twist to your challah bread, enhancing flavors and tradition. And there is a little story about him as well, but I will wait to get to that just because I want to make sure that I get through all 7 of these beautiful items in time. Okay, so there's a little package. Okay, we have another snack. I do love the snacks in here. It's so delicious, and it's also really nice because, you know, those are consumable items that aren't going to take up a bunch of space. What a pretty package. We have some halva coated peanuts. So enjoy halva peanuts inspired by the earth's fruitfulness, perfect for adding a nutty depth to dishes or as a wholesome snack. I think halva is with sesame, right? Yeah, sesame and peanuts. All right, and possibly other nuts, it says. About 3 servings per package. I feel like they're, oh no, they're not stuck together, but they feel like they have like a softer coating on them. Okay, then we have, it looks like a journal maybe. It's really pretty with this gold foil, and I think it's an olive leaf on that. So I'm guessing it says Genesis Journal. Now I think this was probably supposed to come to us a little earlier in the year, but that's okay. It says, start the year with our Genesis Journal, hand pressed and embossed with gold and olive leaf motifs. It's perfect for faith-filled reflections. The pages are filled with inspiring scripture, Hebrew phrases, and poetry. So they made this in-house. It is, oh, that is really pretty. It does have some nice quotes, blank pages. You can tell this is, it's closer to like hand-pressed paper, like, because you can feel like the grain in some of it, but still smooth, not too rough. It is by month, so we're already into March, but I guess this would carry you into the next year. So there's some truly blank pages. So it's like a little bit of a guided journal and devotional, so that's lovely. All right, So we got that, and I think all of the scripture is probably all from Genesis. So even all the way up to December, we get a quote. We get a verse from Genesis. Different lingo for that Bible. Oh, this is beautiful. So now we get some true art pieces. Let me just pull everything out. I want to get everything okay. So I think that this is the art, the paperwork art. But let's look at this tray first. So it came in some bubble wrap. This is so beautiful. Okay, so this is from Yair Emanuel. The artist Yair Emanuel lives and creates in Jerusalem. Emanuel's designs of Judaic art are based upon a fusion of traditional motifs and ancient Jewish manuscripts with modern and oriental art. Vivid and harmonious colors, as well as a mixture of the old and the new, characterize Emanuel's work, which he designs and crafts in his Jerusalem studio. So this is the 7 Days of Creation serving tray, and it does have, I think this is the right way up, yes, because it does have his signature on the back. It says Emmanuel, who I think did the lovely metal tree that we got once, and then also a metal poppy, which I have out because it's a symbol of peace and memorial. So this is the 7 Days of Creation serving tray. Inspired by the story of Genesis, this exquisite serving tray features 7 panels, each depicting a day of creation through stunning artwork. From the first light to the creation of humanity, each panel tells a portion of the story, bringing the beauty and wonder of the creation story to life. The intricate designs and vibrant colors make this tray both functional and decorative. Perfect for serving loved ones or as a striking centerpiece, it's a piece that invites reflection and inspires conversation, blending artistry with purpose. That is gorgeous. So I love that it's very artistic. It, you know, it doesn't necessarily scream that it came from a subscription box or a Christian subscription box, but it has beautiful symbolism and colors in it, true artistry. It's really, really a lovely, I think this is a metal tray. So that it's really stunning. I love that it's a little bit more abstract and modern for sure. Okay. Then, speaking of artwork, we are also going to have this hand-cut paper artwork. So this says, "Our Father in heaven, bless the state of Israel." So I believe it has like the prayer built into it, but well, it might be in Hebrew. So I may make the mistake of holding it upside down. I'm like terrible that way. Let's see if I can get into this. Oh, this is nice. So it does have her sort of story on the back, but we also got her story in the booklet. But if you wanted to pass this on to someone, you could easily gift it to them in this box that also has her story. So this is hand-cut paper artwork. Adorn your space with our hand-cut paper artwork depicting Israel's map surrounded by nature, coupled with a prayer for peace, a reflection of Israel's beauty and hopes. So let's see. Her name is Noah Atias. She says, "I'm married and a mother of 5 children." It's still wrapped up. I'll try to keep reading at the same time. "I create my art in a small studio in Israel. I'm honored to share a piece of the Holy Land with you, my new friends around the world." Okay, so this is, I believe it goes this way because yes, there is a bird. I love that they framed it for us. So you have this beautiful watercolor with the Hebrew prayer in the background. And then the second layer, sorry about the reflection, you guys, is that cut, the paper cut with the leaves and the bird. So much detail, but also so much reflection. So let me see if I can get that. And you're just going to have to see a little bit of a reflection. It says, "Before working on any paper cut, I draw inspiration from religious motifs, nature, and the blessings in my life. As a religious Jewish woman, my life is shaped by biblical law and blessings. In the paper cut you received, I included a blessing for the land of Israel. After 710, I felt an urge to make a blessing for our country. In this piece of art, you could see the map of Israel surrounded with an olive tree." So it's all within this big olive tree. "One of the 7 species that Israel was blessed with. By putting the tree, I put in my prayer of Israel's growth. In between the branches, you can find 3 peace doves." So let's see. I don't see all 3 of them. They must be hidden in there. I only see the one. So let's see. The background was painted in blue and green, the blue for Israel's flag and green, the growth of Israel. The translation of the paper cut, which is what we want to hear. "Our Father in heaven, rock and redeemer of the people Israel, bless the state of Israel with its promise of redemption. Shield it with your love. Spread over it the shelter of your peace. Guide its leaders and advisors with your light and your truth. Help them with your good counsel. Strengthen the hands of those who defend our holy land. Deliver them, crown their efforts with triumph. Bless the land with peace and its inhabitants with lasting joy. She says, I immigrated to Israel, made Aliyah when I was very young. I feel blessed to live in the Holy Land, and I want to share my love for Israel. I hope you enjoy this paper cut, and every time you look at it, you feel a part of Israel's blessings in your home. So I don't know that I do support Israel. I don't know that I would necessarily have this up in my home, but I love the intention of it. I think it is beautiful. I think the symbolism is like subtle. I mean, I don't know that you would probably guess when you see the Hebrew writing that it is the shape of Israel, if you would recognize it. But just the paper cut and the intricacy of it is really, really stunning. And I have a feeling that those of you who are actually watching this video probably have someone in mind who would really appreciate this beautiful piece of art that has a lovely story behind it. And I love the white mat with the white frame. I just think it makes it so striking. So it is a very particular piece. It might not necessarily be the perfect addition to every home, the way I think the serving platter based on the 7 days, the first 7 days of Genesis, I think that's a little bit more of a universal piece. But again, in terms of supporting the artists of Israel and their current day situation, I do think that is a beautiful, beautiful, lovely piece, and something that's really cool that Artza is able to have created for subscribers. And we have one final item. I think this is stunning as well. It's a candle holder. So it holds 2 candles. Oh goodness. So I think this, yes, it's also from Yair Emmanuel. So it says, God saw that the light was good, and he separated the light from the darkness. Genesis 1:4. Look at how beautiful this is. It reminds me of like Turkish pottery with the designs and I think those are supposed to be poppies. So let's see. We have our information about Yair again. It says, in the beginning, same scripture, but look how pretty that is. The colors are so stunning. This beautiful hand-painted candle holder is designed with space for 2 candles and celebrates the theme of creation. Its floral pattern is inspired by the vibrant flowers of Israel, reflecting the natural beauty of the land where the story of the Bible unfolded. The verse from Genesis encircles the holder, a reminder of God's first act of creation, bringing light into the world. The detailed craftsmanship highlights the beauty of light and nature, inspired by the story of creation. Perfect as a meaningful addition to your home, this candle holder invites warmth, reflection, and a touch of artistry throughout the year. I actually have a bowl that is very similar to this with the striking blue and red combo. So I think that would be really, really pretty. And you just get a couple little candles. And that's a really nice, simple nod to scripture and the beginning and the light. And it's really pretty little piece that you could have a lot of places. I think the tray is honestly my favorite, but this was a wonderful, wonderful box. There are sometimes like items in Artza boxes where I'm like, I don't know who I would present that to, or don't know that it's necessarily right for my personal home. I love the paper cut. I think it is beautiful. I just don't know where I would necessarily put it in my own home, and I feel like I could eventually probably find the right recipient for that. But we got our Genesis journal, which, you know, I love a little help when it comes to journaling. I love a prompt or two, and also very easily digested scripture. So we got the beautiful, also very modern, sophisticated looking journal, which I appreciate. The Decarina hazelnut chocolate. Super excited about that. That might be my favorite or most excited about edible item. The challah mixture topping, which sounds amazing. Za'atar thyme, rosemary, and other herbs. The halva peanuts. I'm not usually, sometimes halva can be a little sharp for me, but it's probably really good with the peanuts. The hand-cut paper artwork, again, beautiful sentiment, beautiful execution, and a really lovely tribute to Israel and prayer for Israel. The, let's see, the serving tray, still my favorite, like, tangible item. And then the lovely candle holders, both of these by Yair Emmanuel. So these are just both, he's so talented. I think the tray is my favorite non-edible item. And then I have not even tried them, but I can tell you that the hazelnut chocolate, the chocolate covered hazelnuts will be my favorite edible item. But really, honestly, this is one of the strongest Artza boxes that I've seen. in a while that I really personally enjoyed. So I love the opportunity to share it with all of you. If it's something that is not necessarily to your taste or something that wouldn't fit into your subscription needs, totally understandable, but thank you so much still for watching with an open mind, and I appreciate your support in any way. I will see you all very, very soon in my next unboxing. If you are interested in supporting these artists and learning more about Israel and learning more about the Bible and growing in your faith through the Artza box, again, you can save 20% using the code Noel20 and the link that I will leave for you below.